The long-standing rivalry between India and Pakistan has shaped regional politics and often raised concerns about its impact on international organizations. Now, with the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or SCO, there is a new question. Could these tensions hurt a group that is key to the global ambitions of Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin? At the 23rd SCO summit in Islamabad, hosted by Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, leaders met to discuss regional connectivity, trade, and economic cooperation. The SCO includes major players like China, India, Russia, and Pakistan, along with 16 other countries as observers or dialogue partners. Leaders arrived in Islamabad on October 15 to focus on approving the organization's budget and discussing economic cooperation. China's Premier Li Chang attended, marking his first visit to Pakistan in 11 years. Mongolia joined as an observer, and Turkmenistan was invited as a special guest. Although the summit focused on regional cooperation, the rivalry between India and Pakistan lingered in the background. In 2023, India hosted several SCO-related events, which warranted a visit from Pakistani Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, the first in 12 years. However, a public dispute between India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and Bhutto Zardari over Kashmir and terrorism overshadowed the meetings.
It requires that we let this challenge unite us to fight it rather than divide us to become its victims. Our success requires us to isolate this issue from geopolitical partisanship. Practical, pragmatic solutions exist for us to put an end to this chapter once and for all. We must stop conflating non-state actors with state actors, condemn all forms of terrorism, including state-sponsored terrorism. Given that many SCO members confront the menace of terrorism, often from the same terrorist groups, SCO RATS needs to be further strengthened to effectively address the growing threats to peace and security in the SCO space.
That year, Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif joined the Leaders Summit virtually, highlighting the tense relations. This year, Pakistan hosted the summit, and India's External Affairs Minister attended. Tensions remained high, with jaishankar raising the issue of cross-border terrorism. However, Pakistan's Planning Minister Ehsan Iqbal called the event an icebreaker, hoping to ease strained times.
पाकिस्तान और इंडिया के दरमियान बर्फ पिघली है कि जो कहा जाता था कि बिल्कुल non-negotiable है.
For decades, India and Pakistan have been at odds over the disputed Kashmir region. India accuses Pakistan of backing a rebellion in Indian-occupied Kashmir, which Pakistan denies. In 2019, tensions worsened when India revoked Kashmir's special autonomy, a move strongly condemned by Pakistan. This rivalry has already crippled other organizations like the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, or SAARC, which hasn't held a summit in nearly a decade. But there is a key difference here. Unlike SAARC, the SCO is led by China and Russia, two major global powers. Their leadership helps stabilize the organization and prevents any single member from disrupting its goals. Back in 2019, the SCO Secretary General Vladimir reminded that India and Pakistan had agreed not to bring their bilateral disputes into the organization.
India and Pakistan joined together because this country during 15 years were observer states. And in beginning of formation of this organization in 2001, leaders of our countries had a big wisdom when they made such statement that the bilateral issues, any kind, should not brought on agenda of SCO.
Despite their tensions, India and Pakistan have used the SCO for dialogue in the past. In 2015, Pakistan's then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi met during an SCO summit, briefly improving relations. However, tensions quickly resurfaced and peace efforts have since stalled. So could Indo-Pak rivalry harm the SCO? It's hard to say. But for now, the strong leadership of China and Russia may help the organization stay on course.